Good. Okay, so welcome everybody. And our theme today is listening deeply, listening as we move throughout our practice today to what's happening internally, both in the body, the mind, and in the spirit. And to that end, I'd like to share a poem from a book called Deep Listening by Jillian Pransky. And the poem is called Listening Deeply. So just first sit up nice and tall and put ourselves in a position for some listening externally to this. So sit nice and tall. Just invite the eyelids to close and take a long, easy breath and exhale. Big sigh. Good. And then taking in these words called listening deeply. Let yourself land. Let your body land on the ground completely. Let your breath arrive in your body. Notice the pause at the end of your exhale. Your inhale will return to you on its own. Let yourself pause and relax. Relax expectations, judgments, shoulds. Listen beyond the words. Listen beyond knowing. Listen deeply. Listen into the space at the end of your exhale. Just like the breath, when we get out of the way, wisdom flows through us. Pause, soften, receive, feel what is happening. Wisdom whispers in the space between the doing. What do you need to know right now? And what is it you would like to receive from your yoga practice today? And with that awareness, let's take in the sound of the bell, following it to the end. Good, and then inhaling, lift up through the crown of the head, and exhaling, bring the chin to the chest. Good, relax the shoulders down and feel the stretch to either side of the neck. And slowly bring the right ear up to the right shoulder, just feeling the stretch on the left side of the neck. Good, and then roll the chin back to center and bring the left ear up to the left shoulder, feeling the stretch on the right side of the neck. Good, and then release the chin back down. Now draw the chin back to neutral. Lift the shoulders to the ears and tilt the chin up. Open and close the jaw and move the mouth side to side. Good, and then release the head back to neutral. Relax those shoulders back down, and then draw a figure 8 with the nose. And reverse direction. And then allow that motion to come to stillness. And then roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Good, just moving with the breath. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Up and down. And reverse direction. Circling the shoulders in the other direction. Good, and then let that motion come to stillness. And now bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. So inhale, lift, and exhale, twist to your right. Good, and then return back to center and switch sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Good, and return back to center. And now let's bring the hands to the shoulders. Let's bring the elbows up too. And then extend the arms out and in. Good, out and in. Out and in. Good, and now up and down, up and down. Really stretching up through those arms and stretching up from the waist. Good, and then reach the arms up. Let's interlace the hands and turn the palms up. Nice big breath here. And then slowly slide the hands behind the head, bringing the chin up, elbows wide, and take a nice full breath into the wide open space in the chest. Good, and then release the hands down, and let's bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. And then inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Good, and then return back to center and switch sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Good, and then come on back to center. And let's place the hands on top of either knee. And then circle the torso around. And as you do this, just noticing what parts of the body you're feeling. Always focusing in on sensation, like what's happening now. Noticing the range of motion in the hips, maybe the knees. And then reverse direction. Good, let that motion come to stillness. And now bring the palms behind you. And then step the feet out in front of you, about hips width distance apart. And then taking a breath. And as you exhale, lift the hips up. Good, inhale back down and exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Just moving with the breath. Good, and then let's lift and hold. This is reverse table pose. Engage the core, drawing the belly towards the spine. Good, and then release back to seated position. And then place the hands underneath the bent knees and reach the torso towards your thighs. Lift the toes up, and then slowly press the toes away from you, keeping the torso flush to the thighs. And then find your edge here. Find that point where you're getting a good stretch, but not too much. No pain. Good, and then lift the torso up. And now spread the feet wide. And then slide that left heel in towards your right thigh. Good, lift the torso up, turn to face the extended right leg, and then slide the hands down, bringing the hands to the foot, ankle, calf, wherever they meet, and then lower the chin towards the chest. And pause here, noticing where the sensation is in this posture. Noticing where you're feeling a stretch, where you're feeling tight, where you're feeling open. And send breath right to those areas of tension and invite them to soften. Good, and then walk the hands back up and switch sides. Slide the left leg out, right foot into the left thigh, and then reach down with your hands to the foot, ankle, calf, wherever the hands meet, and draw the nose towards the knee. Again, just pause here. Take awareness and breath right to the point of maximum sensation, and as you exhale, let it soften. Good, and then walk the hands back up. And then let's bring the bottoms of the feet together and scoot forward with your sitting bones. And then reach the elbows outside the shins. Gently press the shins towards you. Feeling the stretch in the inner thighs. Good, and then release and thread the hands underneath your calves and then rock back and lift the feet up. And then wiggle the fingers and toes in lotus blossom. Good, and then release. And now swing around onto the hands and knees, coming into table pose. And let's start by circling the hips around. And then reverse direction. Good, and let that circling come to stillness. And then draw in a breath, and on the exhale, tuck the tailbone under, arch the back, bring the chin to the chest. And then inhale, lower the belly down, lift the tailbone up, lift up through the crown of the head. Good, again, exhale, arch the back, chin to chest, tailbone tucked under. And inhale up. Just move with the breath. Exhale into cat tilt. Inhale into dog tilt. Good, and then return back to starting position. Flat back, head down, draw in a breath, and as you exhale, reach the right ear to the right hip. Inhale to center, exhale left ear to left hip. Inhale to center. Just moving with the breath. Exhale to the side, inhale to center, exhale other side. Good, and then return back to starting position. And now let's reach the right arm out to the side and then thread it through the window on the left, bringing the elbow or shoulder to the floor, and then reach the left arm up, stretch the left foot back, tucking the toes under, and circle that raised arm. Good, and if you have your balance here, you can try bringing that left foot up into the hand and extend that, lift that knee towards the ceiling. Good, and then release, and the knee back to table pose. Lift yourself back up. And then same thing other side. Slide the left arm through the window on the right. Reach the right arm up, right foot back. And then circle with the raised arm. And again, if you have your balance, you can bring that right foot into the hand, lifting that knee up. Good, and then release the hand and knee, back to table pose. Lift yourself back up. And then step the knees wide, bring the big toes together, and then shift the hips to the heels, forehead down. Take a nice, long, easy stretch here in extended child pose. Lifting the armpits up so the shoulder blades come together behind the back. And then lift the hips up, tuck the toes under, and then lift the knees up and come on into downward facing dog. So tailbone is lifted, legs are straight or knees slightly bent, arms are straight, chest towards the thighs. You can shake your head yes here, and shake the head no. Just make sure the neck is relaxed. And then release back to table pose, knees back down. And then step the knees together and slide the right knee in between the hands and slide the left leg back. And then bring the fingertips, tent the fingertips next to the front knee. Lift the torso up, coming into proud peacock, or proud pigeon, I should say. And then activate the legs. If you can bring the fingertips off the mat, bring the hands together behind you, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, and then release the hands to either side of the front knee. Slide that right knee back. And then same thing other side. Slide the left knee forward. Tent the fingertips. Lift up through the torso. And then engage the legs as you lift the hands up, bringing the hands behind you, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice and tall. Good, and then release, hands either side of the left knee. Slide that left knee back to table pose. And then with the fingertips still on the front mat, you're going to use that as a springboard. And as you inhale, spring up, arch back. Exhale, fingertips down to table. Inhale, spring up. Exhale, down. Let's move with the breath into laughing cow. Inhale up, exhale down. Good, and then release back to table. And let's bring the palms flat. Spread the fingers wide and just slightly lean forward. We're going to stretch the wrists here. Good, and then come back and then rotate the hands so that the fingers are pointing towards you, or to whatever degree you can do this. And then shift the hips back. So another stretch in the inner wrist. Good, and then turn the palms forward again, and then let's fold the hands under so the top of the hand is on the mat, and just gently press. Good, and then let's lift up and move up to a standing position. So however your body wants to carry you through space. Good, and then just feel the effects of our floor work. Take a pause and listen in, noticing what your body's telling you. How does your body feel after the floor work? And then let's shift the weight over the left leg and stretch that right foot out. And then see if you can lift the foot up and just circle the foot around the ankle. And then circle in the opposite direction. Good, and then release that foot down. And same thing other side. So shift the weight over the right, stretch your left foot out, and then circle the foot around the ankle in one direction. And then in the other direction. Good, and then release that foot down. And now let's do same thing. We're going to shift the weight over the left. This time we're going to circle from the hip. So reach that right leg out and then lift the foot up, and then see if you can draw a circle with the foot, but let the action go all the way up to the hip. You might need a chair or some wall for support. And then reverse direction. Good, and release. So same thing on the side. Shift the weight over the right, step that left toes out, and then lift the foot up and draw circles with the foot all the way up to the hip. And then reverse direction. Good, and release. Come on back to this standing position. So let's slide the feet underneath the hips, outer feet underneath inner hips, and then shift the weight slightly forward so you're balanced just in front of the heels. And then activate the calves, activate the thighs, lift the ribs up evenly, and then activate the arms, and slowly reach the arms out to shoulder level. Turn the palms up, and then reach the arms overhead. Lift and lengthen. Feeling the stretch from the waist up. in mountain pose. And notice how it is for you to just stand and to just be. You know, we're out of a doing mode and into a being mode and into a listening mode. So just listening. What does your body have to say? And then slowly feel the arms as they lower one inch at a time. As they reach shoulder level, turn the palms down, and then slowly continue bringing the arms all the way down. Long, easy breath. Exhale, letting go. And now let's step the feet a little wider than hips width. Then bring the arms out in front of you and shoulder height. And then slowly bring the arms behind the back, interlacing all the fingers. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now, if you have trouble with this, you can take a strap and just hold on to the strap as well. We're going to move into a forward bend with this. So then, either with holding onto the hands or the strap, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then hinge forward at the hips, lengthening the torso forward and down. Lower the head down unless you have uncontrolled high blood pressure or glaucoma, then keep the head at heart level or above. And then reach the arms up behind the back, relaxing down through the back of the neck, unless it's contraindicated for you. Standing Yoga Mudra, the posture of surrender. Now take in a breath, and as you exhale, let it go. And then slowly lift the torso back up. Good, release the hands, take in a breath and exhale. Letting go. And then step the feet in a little bit closer. Bring the arms up to shoulder level and then cross the hands to the opposite elbow. And then turn your hips to your left and turn your elbows to the right. Let your head look over where your elbows are. And just give a little press. Good, then back to center and then hips to your right, head and elbows to your left. Give a little press. Back to center, one more each side. So rotate the hips one way, head and elbows the other way. Just keeping a nice long spine. Back to neutral, same thing other side. Good, and then back to neutral, little standing twist there. And then let the knees be soft. And we'll do breath of joy. So this is 3-part in breath, 1-part out breath. You can just join in as you've got the hang of it. So it goes inhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, exhale, ha, through the mouth. Inhale, 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 ha. Inhale, 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 ha. Ha. Let the breath fill the body. Full exhalation to clear the lungs of any stale air. And taking in fresh prana with each in-breath. Last time. And exhale, letting go. Good. Long, easy in-breath, exhale, letting go. Just feel the awakened energy in the body. So let's spread the feet nice and wide, like 3.5, 4 feet apart. And then let's turn your left foot out 90 degrees. Bring the arms up to shoulder level, and then we're going to move into warrior two. So just bend that left knee, gazing over your left shoulder, beyond your left fingertips. And then straighten the leg, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, back to warrior two. So a few more times. Inhale, lift the arms up, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, gazing to your left. Just move with the breath, sort of flowing in and out of warrior two. If that's too much for your arms, you can keep your arms, bring your hands to your waist and do it like that away. So bring the arms to the waist and then bring the arms up. Whichever hand position works better for you. Good, and then come on back to warrior two. And then let's bring the feet to center, palms to center, and then walk the feet toe, heel, back to neutral and release. Okay, so same thing other side. Let's step the feet nice and wide, and then turn your right foot out 90 degrees. Arms up to shoulder level, and then bend that, be your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. And again, let's inhale up or hands to the hips. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Just moving with the breath. Can hands overhead or hands to the waist. Or combination. Good, and then release the arms up to shoulder level. Just pause here for a few breaths. Good, and then turn the right foot forward. And then let's do heel toe, palms together. And exhale, letting go. Good, so just pause here and notice the effects of this warrior flow in and out of warrior two. Notice the energy throughout the body. And then bring the palms together in front of the heart. Good, inhale, reach the arms up overhead, arch back. Exhale, come forward and down. Inhale, hands to the shins, look up, flat back. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse swan dive, lift up, arch back. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, swan dive to standing forward fold. Inhale the jackknife, look up, flat back. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, lift up, arch back. Exhale, palms down. Just move with the breath. Inhale up, arch back. Exhale, swan dive to standing forward fold. Inhale, jackknife. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, lift up, arch back. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. And then release the hands down. And again, just pause and feel the awakened energy in the body. So let's do a balancing pose. We'll do little dancer today. So shift the weight over the Right leg. Lift the left heel up. Find your focal point, your drishti, at something stationary at floor level or eye level. And then as you have your stability, lift that left foot up. Reach the right arm out in front of you at shoulder height. Good, release the hands down, release the foot down, and then switch sides. Weight over the left leg, lift the right foot up, reach that left arm out in front of you. Good, and then release the hand, release the foot, and then shake the arms and legs. Good, so let's move to the front of the mat now, and just slowly melt down to a seated position. And let's do some spinal rocking. So as you come to a seated position, bring the hands underneath the bent knees, right on the thighs, and then slowly just rock up to the waist or up the full length of the spine, whatever your body is calling for today. Good, and then rock onto the back. Let's stretch the feet up towards the ceiling. And then slide that right foot on top of the left knee. Slide the hands behind the left thigh. And then draw that left thigh towards you. Feeling the stretch in the inner right leg. Good, and then release and switch sides. Right leg up, left foot on top of the right knee. Hands around the back of the right leg, then draw that leg towards you. Good, and then release, and then take the hands on top of the knees and just circle the knees around. And then reverse direction. Good, and then draw the knees towards you and reach the arms out at shoulder level. And then slowly release the knees and feet over to your left. Bringing the right hand behind the back and checking the lower back. And if there's an arch in the back, lift the knees a little closer to the chest. And then walk the feet out. So there's a 90-degree angle between the calves and thighs. And turn the head to the right. Nice long, easy breath here. And as you exhale, relax the right hip. Take another breath. As you exhale, relax the ribs. Take another breath. As you exhale, relax the shoulder. Nice long, easy breath into the twist. And then lift the knees back to neutral. And let's switch sides. So bring the knees over to your right, stacking the left knee on top of the right. Check the low back with your left hand. If there's an arch in the back, lift the knees a little closer to the chest. And then walk the feet out so there's a 90-degree angle between the calves and thighs. And then turn the head to your left. Nice long, easy breath. And as you exhale, relax that left hip. Taking a breath. As you exhale, relax the ribs. Taking a breath. As you exhale, relax the shoulder. Good, and then draw the knees back up to neutral and invite the body to stretch and move in any way that will support you in completing your practice for today. And as you complete your movements, just gradually settling into position for relaxation, meditation, whether you're seated in a chair or lying in Shavasana with the arms and legs comfortable distance apart and the weight balanced between the right and left sides. And as you settle on the back, just feel the support of the earth. Notice the breath moving in and out. With nothing to do, just only to be. Again, receive these words from Jillian Pransky called Listening Deeply. Let yourself land. Let your body land on the ground completely. Let your breath arrive in your body. Notice the pause at the end of the exhale. Your inhale will return to you on its own. Let yourself pause and relax. Relax expectations, judgments, shoulds. Listen beyond the words. Listen beyond knowing. Listen deeply. Listen into the space at the end of your exhale. Just like the breath, when we get out of the way, wisdom flows through us. Pause, soften, receive. Feel what is happening. wisdom whispers in this space between the doing. What do you need to know right now? And from this place of inner attunement, just let awareness come back to the fingers, back to the toes. And invite the body to begin stretching and moving as though waking up for the first time today. Gradually finding your way back up to a seated position without disturbing your relaxation. And then once again, sitting nice and tall, just taking a deep breath and exhale, letting go. And acknowledging yourself for taking this time to listen to yourself, body, mind, and spirit. And then gratitude for our time together. Let's share in the ancient sound of peace and harmony, the sound of Om by inhaling. Om. Peace, peace, Om. Namaste.